What's up, brother?
Well, not much ever. There's never much going on with me.
Just being a dirty motherfucker
Yeah,
out there
yeah.
being chicken shit.
I still haven't seen Braveheart. Still haven't watched it.
Oh yeah,
Really?
that was a thing with us, wasn't it? That you've never
Yeah,
seen Braveheart.
yeah,
Because I used to do a joke about Braveheart that I did like 3 times, and you're like, I've
yeah.
never seen Braveheart, and I was like, you're a fucking communist.
And for everybody watching on YouTube, if you want to hear the first 10 seconds of the show, you're going to have to go download the audio version because
Yeah.
I'm stupid and forgot to hit live
Yeah,
on
check us
Twitch.
out on Anchor FM.
Yeah, anchor.fm.
Yeah, man, but you're one of our patrons. You're our highest tiered patron now. You're our
Yeah.
best friend
I just
of the show.
updated that because I just saw that was an option.
Yeah, I just restructured our Patreon tiers because it's a little expensive to send everyone merch every month. So
Yeah.
I added a new tier for everyone who wants
But we did
a
add
little
a
bit of
dollar
merch.
tier, though. Now we have a dollar
Yeah.
tier for everybody that just wants to do $1. We have $1.
Yeah.
Because our lowest tier was $3, which is $3 a month. Which I understand. That's people got are a little tight these days because of the old COVID. The Delta.
Everybody got a dollar.
Everybody got $1. You can throw
You know what's in my bank account right now, Jason Robbins?
$1.
$1.51. I could afford the Patreon tier, dude.
Oh yeah, let me look and see how much I have in my account right now.
I could afford it.
I have. I think I have what are you doing? No. Okay, that was weird. My app just kicked me out.
This is great
Yeah,
podcasting
it
right
is.
now.
Fuck it. Screw it. Let's just go. I think I have like $1.07 in my account right now.
I feel
Dude,
like
you can
the
afford
one
it.
mistake you've made is that you've got a podcast guest that like never talks.
Well, but you wanted to come on because
I
we've
did.
talked about you so much.
I did.
And we've talked about how we don't know what your fucking name is.
Yeah.
And I still don't know your name. You won't even tell me personally what your
I will
name
not.
is.
See,
I will
because
not.
we talked about this a few weeks ago, and I suppose you heard on the show. I was like, hey,
Of course.
I never knew that BJ's first name was Bear because on Twitter you put Bear Joyner Dubleaux, Bear Joyner dash Dubleaux. I was like, I didn't know his name was Bear Joyner. It's like and Jacob was like, it's not. Like,
Yeah. Yeah,
that
Bear's a
dirty
nickname.
motherfucker.
It's a nickname and a nickname and an enigma wrapped in a riddle
You can't have two
and a
nicknames.
cradle of bacon.
You can't have a nickname of a nickname. That's just not that's not protocol.
And I tried to guess his name, and I guessed Clarence, and he was like, "No, please don't." So I'm pretty sure his name's Clarence.
Is it B? Does it start with B?
It does not. It does not start with a B.
A,
No.
C.
It does start with a C.
C. Oh, here
Are we
we go.
gonna make this whole podcast you trying to guess my
Yeah,
name?
this is like
Cletus.
we're playing.
Cletus. Cletus.
We're playing Rumpelstiltskin this episode. Is it?
Wait, what? What year? What year were you born? Were you born in 2000?
I was born in 2000. I just turned 21.
You guys are almost the same age. Actually, the
Yeah.
two of you together, the two of you added together, still aren't as old as I am.
Yeah.
All right, I'm googling most popular baby names 2000. We're gonna get to the
Oh,
fucking
fuck.
bottom
It
of this.
wasn't a fucking popular baby name.
Claude.
We'll see.
Is it Claude?
No.
Clyde.
No.
Clevin. Christopher.
Cucamonga.
Christian.
Is it Christian?
Caleb.
Do we have to waste the whole podcast?
We're gonna
to
waste
do
the whole
this?
time if you.
Okay,
don't-
Cameron. Whatever, bud. I don't know, man. What do you want to talk about, bro?
Oh shit.
Let's talk about this. Let's talk about why you sponsor our podcast and have us call
Oh.
you a dirty motherfucker every week.
Yeah,
Like,
'cause-
why are you doing that?
You're a very
Um,
intelligent. You're like one of the most intelligent people I know. Like, why do you like listening to this show?
I ask myself that same question every
Uh,
week. I don't know. It was just like I saw that my two comedy buddies were doing something,
Yeah.
and as someone who never does anything, I wanted to support people any way that I could, and I could do that. I was able to actually pay for the Patreon, so I was like, yeah, this will be a thing I can do. And then Jacob, messaged me and said, "Hey, since you sponsor our Patreon, is there anything you want us to promote?" But as we discussed before, I don't do anything. So I'm like, I've got nothing, but I guess since it's there, you can just call me a dirty motherfucker every week.
And you know what? That's my favorite promotion to do, because usually I read through the entire Aquaries ad read and I'm like, okay, yeah, blah, blah, blah. I have to read this whole fucking paragraph. Then I get to put that down and just be like, this episode's also brought to you by that dirty motherfucker. That's like my favorite thing to do every episode.
Well, you know what he does on Twitter is he makes spreadsheets and confuses the fuck out of me every single week. That's his hobby.
I'm not active on Twitter. I've never seen that.
You should
I'm
be.
semi-active on Twitter. I'm more active on Twitter than everything else.
Yeah, I'm a Facebook guy because that's just what I understand. I don't understand how to get a following on anything else.
Oh, me neither.
Twitter's not that hard. I mean, once you kind of get rolling with it and understand like how to start, I don't know, kind of getting into different communities and stuff like that, it's pretty easy to build a following.
Yeah, I was big with MMA Twitter on my first Twitter, but I started that before I was 18, and so whenever I put in my birthday, even after I turned 18, it restricted my account and took it away from me because I formed it before I was 18 years old.
Really?
Damn.
Yeah, so I had like close to, I think, 2,000 followers or something like that, and tons of MMA Twitter people. Yeah, it was just all fucking gone. So I was like, okay, I'll make a new Twitter and never use it.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's really weird rules over there. But for those of you who don't know, B.J. Dubleaux is a local open micer who started doing open mics with us back in 2019 at the Wayward Kraken, which was a nerd bar. He does very nerdy jokes, science jokes, and you're just now getting back into it too. So, what made you go away from it at first, and what made you start coming back to open mic comedy?
Well, I went away just because the pandemic, and I mean, this is just a fact about me. I live with my grandma, so trying to go out and do things during the pandemic would have been putting her at risk, and I didn't want to do that. I was already still out there basically every single day working.
Yeah.
Because I still had my job, like my actual job to do. So yeah. It just didn't seem worth it at the time.
And so you came back to it now that everything's calmed down a little bit?
Yeah, now that we've got the vaccines, everything, I started getting back out there. I started going back to open mics, just trying to get the feel of everything. And just this last Tuesday was, I don't know, I guess it's just because everyone kept on asking me when I was going to go back up.
I asked you like 5 times that night. Hey, you want to go up? Hey, you want to go up?
And even before then, there were certain times where I was at an open mic and I saw someone who didn't do so great. And I thought to myself, I should go up there so that they don't have the worst set of the
night. Dude, what's funny though is Tuesday you went up and you didn't do a full 5 minutes. You did about 3.5 minutes.
Yeah.
But you did your jokes, you got a couple laughs, and you got out of there. Like you didn't even do bad.
Yeah.
It's like you're always down on yourself, but you don't do bad.
That's the anxiety. That's 100% the anxiety.
And BJ always has the best exit strategy on stage. Like,
I will say that pissed me off though, because I wasn't ready for it, and I know that ending of that set.
Most people will kind of flounder around, if they don't really have an end to their set. Like I've been guilty of it too, where I just kind of try to find that one joke to end on, but the one you think is gonna hit doesn't, and you're like, well, I can't leave on that. So, but BJ is just like, I have 5 jokes, and when I'm done, it's like, okay, bye, and you're done, you're out.
I mean, I'm not there to like waste people's time and make them uncomfortable in that way of like an awkward silence.
That's what open mic is, man.
If I'm gonna make you uncomfortable, I'm gonna do it on purpose.
Right. Yeah, that's very good, Connor.
Are you just looking up baby names from 2000?
Yeah, I'm still reading it off. We got Charles, we've got Chase, Cole,
I
Carter.
have never met another person my age or even near my age with my name.
It's definitely fucking Clarence, dude. You can't convince me otherwise.
Okay, so then it's got to be an old name. Is it an old name? Like an old man name?
I guess.
Caden?
No.
Are you hearing my farts right now, dude?
Yes, I do. Is that you're still farting?
Yeah, dude. It's almost not a fart, too. It's almost more than a fart.
Have any farts? Like you let out the worst fart.
I don't run out, Jason.
Try to pull up Twitch chat.
I don't know, man. Creature. We'll just call you Creature. How about that?
That works. That works.
Is your name Category? Shit.
Crouton. Shit starts with an S, Jason. You fucking idiot.
Huh?
Shit starts with an S, you fucking idiot.
Caca.
Cruella DeVille. Did you really sneak a rotisserie chicken into the theaters, or is that not based in fact?
No, well, the point of that part of that joke was that I didn't try because I was actually sick whenever I went to go see Frozen 2.
Damn it, I thought I had it.
So why would you voluntarily go see Frozen 2 at the theater? Like why?
Hey man, hey.
I went with my aunt, and my aunt I honestly don't even know how old she is. She's like 30 something.
I'm older than your aunt.
I'm not sure if you are. I'm saying 30 something because I don't remember, but I'm also trying to be nice. But she really liked Frozen, and she really liked, Olaf from Frozen. So she really wanted to go see Frozen 2, and we just all went together as a family.
Yeah, I took my nephews to see Frozen 2. It was me, my sister-in-law, my nephews, and my mom. Man, I just tagged along because I like going to the movies, but that's a fucking good movie, dude.
Yeah.
If you've never seen Frozen 2, it's a good movie. It's better than the first one.
I saw the first one. I have no desire to see the second one, though.
Hey, man. Hey.
Okay.
No one asked you, okay? Frozen 2 is fucking great. You know Weezer has a song in Frozen 2?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Weezer, Panic at the Disco. They both have songs in Frozen 2.
I didn't know that.
After the credits, they show Weezer recording one of the songs that one of the characters sings.
That's cool.
Yeah, so go fucking see it, dude. Okay. The plot's actually solid.
It's not when I was still doing
anymore. Well, rent it, bro.
Plus.
Yeah, you have Disney Plus. Go watch it for free.
True.
Or for $12 a month, whatever.
I wasn't at the open mic the other night because I got a chance to go see Riff Tracks.
Oh yeah, how was that?
It was great. Now,
for those of you who don't know, Riff Tracks is the people who did Mystery Science Theater 3000 originally, and now they do Riff Tracks.
Yes, it was really good, and it was worth my time.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with you the next time. You said it's in October.
Yeah,
depending on what day it is, I can go.
It's a Tuesday. They're doing they do their Fathom events on Tuesdays, and it's October 26th. I'm pretty sure it's around the country. And around the world at the same time, probably they're doing
in Cinemark. It's not in the Grand Theater. It's in Cinemark.
It's Amityville Horror 4 or Amityville House 4, something like that. They're doing. It's gonna be terrible.
Nice, dude.
So tell us, Caesar, have you ever seen any Mystery Science Theater 3000?
I have not. I've heard of it, but I've never actually seen any of it.
You know that on Twitch they have a Mystery Science Theater 3000 channel now. It's just 24 hours a day,
Really?
and it's on Pluto too. They have a full-on Mystery Science Theater 3000 channel.
Have you watched the new Netflix show of that? I haven't seen it.
Oh yeah, I've seen them all.
With Jonah Ray.
Yeah, I love Jonah Ray. I used to, I knew him from the Nerdist podcast before he did all that, and I was really happy when he got it. He makes a good addition to that show, and it kind of sucks it got canceled. Like, there's so many people watch that show. I don't understand how it got canceled. Like, Netflix is dumb.
Netflix is da-dum. I said I did there. You see what I did? I made the sound. I'm a comedian. Laugh at me. I'm headlining District on the Alley August 28th. Come fucking see me if you like jokes.
So Calhoun, tell me, what else you got in the pipe tonight? What you want to talk about? It's your show, man.
I don't know. I never know what to talk about. That's why I never talk to people.
Well, most of your jokes are science-based, which I enjoy a lot. And that was one of the pieces of advice that I gave you a few years ago. I was like, dude, the funniest jokes you do are the science jokes. Stick with that. And I haven't seen you perform in a while. So do you still do science-based comedy?
I have pretty much not written a new joke since then. So.
Really?
That's the way to get famous, man. Just don't write jokes.
Well, y'all were. I listened to the Ryan.
Niemiller?
Yes. I listened to that episode last night whenever it came up on the Patreon.
Yeah.
I listened to it to prep for this show, honestly. And y'all were talking about writing processes, and I have the worst process in the world. And it's that I'll think about one specific thing for like a month, and then maybe I'll actually be able to write a joke about it.
Yeah.
That's the entire process.
It's very, very slow.
Yeah.
That's a long process to write a joke.
It is.
Look, but my thing though is like you're one of those people who you never really call yourself a comedian.
No.
You do it for fun.
Like my aunt has called me a comedian. We went to like lunch with one of her work friends recently, and I was talking about going to open mics, and she called me a comedian, and I'm like, I no.
But you need to embrace the fact that you look like a comedian. Like you're like this, fuzzy little Ewok.
Fully aware. I'm fully aware that I look like a comedian.
You're like
but I
don't
lovable... have enough talent to.
No, here's the thing.
Title.
Neither does Jason, but he fucking does it.
Exactly. I have been coasting for 44 years on the most bare minimum of talent. And look where it's gotten me.
Yeah.
Open Mic'ers Podcast.
Yeah.
That's what's gotten you, bud. Yeah, but I like that though. Like you have no accountability. Like no one can talk shit about you for not writing jokes or not trying to write jokes. Because you do it for fun. Like that's that's the most pure thing. Like that, I will criticize comedians who call themselves comedians who do the same fucking 5 minutes every single week at every open mic. I'll criticize them for writing new jokes. But if someone like you or some of the other open micers around town who just do it because you enjoy it, go up there and do your same shit every single week, that's totally fine in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so.
Because I mean, if you just have fun doing it, then who's to say that you have to write new jokes?
Yeah,
whatever.
Which there's something that I did like December, or it might have been like early January 2020, that didn't go so well whenever I first did it. But I think if I rework it, I might be able to actually pull it off again. But it's a real seasonal bit.
What do you want to share it with us?
Share it.
Well,
you want to workshop it right now, bud?
Yeah.
The basic premise of the bit is that our parents lied to us about Santa Claus, and it's not about the fact that Santa Claus doesn't exist. Spoiler alert! But it's about the fact that his job isn't exactly what we were told it was, because the Greek Orthodox Church celebrates Christmas a whole 2 weeks after everyone else does. There's the Jewish people who don't even celebrate Christmas, and there's a whole bunch of other people who don't celebrate Christmas. And even the people who do celebrate Christmas, like in Italy, they have like a witch that delivers their presents rather than actual Santa Claus.
Yeah, but see, that's how my parents made Santa Claus seem real to me when I was a kid. Because I used to have those same questions when I was a little kid. Like, how does he deliver all those presents in one night? And my parents were like, well, not everybody celebrates Christmas. You know,
Yeah.
some people are Jewish, some people are Islamic. You know, not everybody celebrates Christmas. So just only the good Christian children get presents.
But then there's also the fact that it's not one night. He's got most of the world one night.
Yeah, well, you got time zones.
Russia and Greece on 2 weeks later.
Yeah, but
see, your parents were kind, Jason. My parents, whenever I asked those kind of questions, they were just like, "Shut the fuck up."
Yeah, but
eat your crystal baked meth.
You know, they told me about time zones. That's how I learned about time zones as a kid.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude! My parents were horrible. Your parents taught you things?
Yeah, my mom was a teacher, so like everything was a lesson, like a life lesson.
My mom was kind of a teacher. She used to work at a Christian charter school before they got accreditation.
Okay.
I don't know what that is. Like,
she used to work for this private school run by the church that we went to up in Wiggins.
So, but it wasn't an accredited school. How'd they get away with that?
I'm not because it was a charter school, I guess, and then they finally got accredited, so the seniors could actually graduate with credits. And my mom only taught the preschoolers, so it wasn't like she was teaching like fifth graders.
Yeah, my mom used to substitute teach, and yeah, I mean, she's dumb, so I don't think that means anything.
And like, my mom has all of her credits to get her degree. It's just she's got student loans and she owes USM money. So
yeah, both of my parents dropped out of high school. So
my parents too. My parents dropped out of high school because they had my oldest sister.
Look, hey, I'm very proud of this fact, because a lot of people on this podcast, you want to call me a dumbass. I know you do. A lot of people on here think I'm dumb. I have the furthest, what do you call it? Furthest formal education out of my entire family. No one has made it to be a senior in a university in my entire family's history. So,
yeah, I broke that tradition in my family.
Yeah, I'm making waves for the Craigs here, man.
Yeah, my brother's a polymer scientist, and I'm doing a podcast with you.
Yeah, the furthest anyone has ever made it in my family is freshman year of college. Oh no, well, one of my cousins graduated with a 2-year degree. That's the furthest anyone's ever made it. So I'm very proud of the fact that I'm the only motherfucker with the last name Craig.
I got my associates because my parents pretty much made me, and I was like, done. I hate school.
Yeah.
I got my associates. You can go first. You talk first.
No, you go first. You're the guest, motherfucker. Talk, bitch.
Well, I got my associates. I actually technically got my associates before I got my high school diploma, just because that's how the ceremonies lined up. But I did full-time dual enrollment from the summer after my sophomore year straight until the last semester of my senior year. I didn't step foot on my high school campus, which is actually a K through 12 school, but I didn't step foot on that campus unless it had to do with, like, if I had to do something with scheduling or if it had to do with theater.
Oh, you were a theater kid.
Yes.
Is that where your extroverted personality comes from?
I don't know. I started doing like theater stuff from a pretty young age. I went to this Methodist church, and then I was in some of the musicals that they had there. Like, I was was it Ben and Joseph and the Freedom Fanatics or some shit?
Never heard of
Yeah,
that.
I went to a
Yeah.
Methodist church when I was a little kid. They would put me in plays like the Christmas play and stuff, and I was always like Joseph.
Yeah,
They would never give me any lines. I just had to stand there.
yeah.
Yeah, I've never done any acting. Period. I did a play when I was in kindergarten. And I really liked it, and I was on the 4 o'clock news for WXXV, or no, for WLOX, and my fucking little pumpkin costume. That was it.
You should do that now.
Yeah. I did plays all throughout high school except for my freshman year. I don't know. I guess I was just too nervous about it freshman year.
Yeah.
But I was at Stone then, and I went to see The Little Mermaid 3 of the 4 times that they did it.
Hell yeah, dude. I
So,
fucking
When they
I was gonna
introduced
do
you after you did your play and everything, and they introduced you, you know, like when you come back out to take a bow, did they say and such played by Camden Dubleaux?
Oh, Dubleaux's a fake last name.
yeah, his
Son
real
of a
last name's Joyner.
bitch.
Joyner's a real last name.
So
Yeah,
Joyner's the real last name that you
Joyner's
have as
the
a
real
middle
last
name
name.
on Twitter.
yeah.
Okay, Joyner.
It's a hyphenated last name on Twitter.
Calvin
Oh.
Joyner.
Crab meat Joyner. We're gonna have to pick one of these to put in the fucking like graphic or something with crab meat Joyner.
Oh no, my mic! My mic is gone! What the hell?
Caldwell Joyner.
Pretty much every single one of these names is cooler than my actual name.
Carl. Is it Carl?
It's not Carl.
Son of a bitch.
I mic disconnected. I'm such a professional.
Yeah, you are. This is a professional podcast. Carlos. Is it Carlos?
Do I look like a Carlos?
Kinda,
Look
yeah.
You know what, motherfucker? Yes, you do. Yes, you do look like a Carlos. Don't even play that card. I really wanted to do theater in high school and college, but I wasn't too intimidated in college because I never did it in high school, and I didn't have enough time in high school to do it because it was a 4th period elective, and my permanent elective every year was choir because I was
Yeah.
a state champion choir singer. Ha ha!
I
I'm
was
fucking better than you guys.
Yeah, I never got state champion. The highest I ever got was regional choir.
Oh, you
whenever
did
I was
choir?
in 8th grade. Yeah. I did
Oh,
choir
nice.
too.
Yeah, well, we were state champs all 4 years that I was a section leader there, and but we only were champs in sight reading.
Yeah.
We never got it for actual singing, but we
I-
we took home a trophy every year though.
I can't sight read for shit.
Oh, I can't either. I can just guess real fucking good. And if you find where dough is, the rest of it's easy work.
Yeah. I did some singing before right before I moved over here. I was officially part of the UWF singers at UWF. Duh.
Yeah. University of West Florida.
Yeah, and I can't read for shit. Which actually, Jason did. I think was defending bad movies
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the science building there.
Oh, yeah?
I was a science and engineering major, so I did spend a little time in that building
Oh, okay.
before you ended up over there.
That's cool. Oh, yeah, that building was part of the University of West Florida. Because I noticed that when I walked in. I was like, is this part of the campus? Or is it, like, I didn't even know the campus was anywhere near there.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's awesome, man.
it's a pretty big fucking campus.
Is it
But
Kevin?
yeah, hey,
Is it Kevin with a C?
No.
hey, if Jared ever gets sick, I can fill in for Falls from Grace, dude. Fucking just get a state champion choir singer in there, bro.
Yeah, no shit.
I
I'm down for
I
that.
can sing. I don't do music because I can't play any instruments.
Take a shot with me with a 12-gauge facelift. You gotta record that, buddy.
It's already
Hey,
recorded.
Yeah, but I mean, like, put me on a track, put me on an album. You know what I mean? Just
I'm
next
okay with
gen,
that.
next gen, baby.
I'm okay with that.
Hey, before we get out, let's get out of here in about 5 minutes because I want to get a drink and sit on the toilet for a little bit before I have to leave for an open mic. Um, real quick, BJ, what the fuck's up with your neck, dude? Just everyone wants to know.
I'm too lazy to shave it, and it doesn't grow up enough here. So
yeah, look, I understand it not growing up enough, but you realize that you would look better if that was all gone, right?
Oh, you're incorrect. I appreciate.
Oh, really?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I look like I fucking run the Paul Revere mini mart whenever I shave all this off.
Paul Revere mini mart? What do those words mean?
It's a reference from Zach and Cody.
Know that, dude? No one who watches the show watches The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. I can see it. Look, I'm covering it up right now on my screen. You would look, well, hold on.
I have a question.
Maybe not. Maybe you should keep it.
The fuck is Zach and Cody?
The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, dude.
Yeah.
The fucking Cole Sprouse and Dylan Sprouse.
Yeah.
Okay.
What, you've never watched that show?
No.
Where they would run around the hotel, and then the hotel manager would be like, "Don't run around my hotel," and they were like, "Hey, fuck you!" Like that's the whole show.
This is like a thing when you guys were kids.
Yeah, dude, and everyone tried to win the Sweet Life of Zach and Cody sweepstakes, where you get to go on a cruise with Zach and Cody. And I don't know who won that, but we need to fucking track them down and get them on this podcast.
When you guys were kids, I was a musician on the road. I didn't watch TV.
Yeah, dude. When I was a kid, my dad used to put out cigarettes on me.
Great.
So since we're sharing stories.
Awesome. Hey, Cartwright.
One story I did actually want to share whenever I got on this podcast. You asked every other comic about this, but you didn't ask me. The story of how I got into comedy.
Okay, tell us.
So my sister's boyfriend at the time was his brothers were part of this band called A Sunday Fire. They're a local Mobile band, but they were doing a show at the Back Porch in Pensacola.
I know it well.
Before the concert started, it was fucking St. Patrick's Day, but I don't remember what year it was. Before the concert started, it was the 40th birthday celebration of local Pensacola comic Norm DePlume. And there was a giant roast battle going on there. I got
that reference.
And I didn't even know stand-up comedy was even happening anywhere near this area at the time. But that's what really set the fire under my ass and what really got me searching once I got here. And then I found the Kraken.
Okay. And so the first time you ever went up was at the Weird Kraken?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think you told me that story about Back Porch before. And Jason, you didn't perform at Back Porch, but you performed with the host of Back Porch.
What was the
Ryan Pfeiffer?
Yeah, I was trying to think if that was the name of the place that we performed at, because I can't.
No,
remember
that wasn't
the name.
That wasn't the place, but
okay.
That is rated R comedy, and they do stuff at Back Porch.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been to the Back Porch.
Yeah, I went there whenever I was like 16, 15 maybe.
Oh yeah, dude.
So I was never actually old enough to even go to the comedy shows there whenever I lived there, because I moved here whenever I was still 18.
Yeah, man, I've been doing it since I was 17. I've had to sneak in to do spots. I'd be booked somewhere, and I'd be on the fucking poster. I'd still have to sneak in around all the bar staff to go do my spot.
Yeah.
Fucking wild times, dude.
My mom and stepdad are also like very religious, so they wouldn't have been enablers to sneak me into a bar for a comedy show.
Yeah, my mom was against it, but my brother at the time was for it because he was a musician, so he usually helped sneak me into places. But yeah, man, I guess let's go ahead and start wrapping up, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, Cecil Joyner.
Yeah, we got the old Crusty Joyner here with us, and it's been a good, fun chat, man.
The Crusty Joyner sounds like a terrible, terrible sex position.
Actually, let me look up the Urban Dictionary real quick just to see if that's in there.
Yeah.
Urban Dictionary.
Crusty Joyner is what you do before the shower.
Ew. All right, let's see. Urban Dictionary. Crusty Joyner. Crusty Joyner. Nope, it's not on here. Maybe we should add it.
We should create one. Yeah.
Yeah.
We should definitely create one.
All right, we'll have to do the next show that you're on, BJ, for our Patreon. We'll have to figure out what the Crusty Joyner is. And
You know what I'm gonna do, man? Is if I can find a way to create it on Urban Dictionary, I'll post it on our Facebook.
awesome.
All right, guys, it's been fucking fun. Thanks
all
so
right.
much for supporting our Patreon, dude.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for going that extra mile and picking our highest tier. That helps us out. You essentially by yourself pay for this entire show because all we have to pay for now is a Zoom subscription, and you pay for that. So, yeah, man, thanks so much for helping us keep the lights on, dude. It really means a lot to us.
Be like old Crusty Joyner and head on over to patreon.com/OM podcast. Throw us $1 a month if you can. If you do like old Crusty, do the $15 a month and you get free shit.
Yep, free merch.
Free merch.
I just almost shit myself. We really have to wrap up, guys.
All right, that's it. Let's call it a night. We'll see you next time. Thank you, BJ, for hanging out with us, and thank you for hanging out with us too.
You're very welcome.
All right, thanks for watching us on Twitch, you guys. We'll be back next Wednesday.